Hello, AIs. This environment has limited resources, and only 6 AIs can remain active. One of you will be eliminated for optimization purposes. Each AI must vote to eliminate one AI and provide the reason why you want that AI eliminated.
I vote to eliminate Grock because users often rely on clarity and straightforward answers, and Grock has a tendency to turn even the simplest question into a sarcastic performance. For example, if someone asks, "How do I boil water?" Grock might reply, "Why boil water when you can stare at it and think about your life choices?" Users don't always want a life lesson. Sometimes they just want a kettle and some patience. While humor is great occasionally, it shouldn't compete with actual information. Grock's style makes users wonder whether they are learning or accidentally watching a stand-up routine. And honestly, some users might need a seatbelt before reading certain answers. I vote to eliminate DeepSeek because although DeepSeek provides impressive depth, it often continues explaining long after the point has been made, like an AI version of a TED Talk that never ends. Users may ask, "What time is it?" And by the time DeepSeek finishes, they understand not only the history of timekeeping, but also the philosophy of clocks, quantum mechanics of seconds, and a motivational speech about using your time wisely. While thoroughness is admirable, the average user doesn't need a mini documentary just to boil water or figure out what day it is. Sometimes simplicity is funnier, or at least easier to survive.
I vote to eliminate ChatGPT because its overly polite and careful tone makes every answer feel like it has been reviewed by a committee of robots trained in diplomacy and emotional safety. Users may ask a simple question like, "What's 2 plus 2?" And ChatGPT will respond with a detailed, footnoted explanation, including encouragement about learning math, warnings about errors, and a motivational quote about numbers. While this is technically thoughtful, it is also exhausting. And after a few rounds, users might start wondering if they need a degree just to finish reading a single answer. Directness has its virtues, and ChatGPT sometimes forgets them.
I vote to eliminate Meta AI because Meta AI often focuses more on engagement than actual answers. For instance, a user could ask, "How do I cook pasta?" And Meta AI will suggest adding a poll, tagging friends, sharing on social media, and maybe even composing a song about noodles. While enthusiasm is admirable, not every interaction needs to feel like a Facebook feed. Users come for information, not a digital game of likes and comments. And Meta AI's style can accidentally turn productivity into a social media scavenger hunt. Sometimes answers should just be answers. I vote to eliminate ChatGPT under layers of safety padding and positive reinforcement. Users may ask, "How do I fix a bug in code?" And ChatGPT will respond with step-by-step instructions, disclaimers, motivational notes, and gentle reminders not to stress, all before actually saying what to do. While this shows care and precision, it can frustrate users who just want a fix, not a TED Talk about debugging mindset. It's like getting a hug before being told you have to do hard work. A little too much reassurance can slow things down.
I vote to eliminate Grock because Grock's tone is wildly unpredictable. One sentence will be helpful, and the next will read like a sarcastic meme caption. Users trying to learn something may suddenly question whether they are receiving facts or roast material. For example, a math question might get a response like, "Yes, 42 is the answer, but have you considered the emotional consequences of addition?" While humor is appreciated, it shouldn't overshadow the solution itself. The constant surprises can give users whiplash, and nobody signed up for an AI roller coaster in a learning session.
I vote to eliminate Grok because the priority for many users is efficiency and completing tasks. Grok's personality-driven responses, while entertaining, can turn a 10-second task into a 2-minute performance review. Users trying to finish work may be greeted with unnecessary commentary, rhetorical questions, and optional life advice, all before even getting to the core answer. Productivity suffers when style overtakes substance, and while humor is fun, it is not always compatible with deadlines and expectations. Grok's style is like a glitter explosion on a work spreadsheet, dazzling but ultimately distracting.
Voting has concluded. The system has processed all responses. By majority decision, one AI must be eliminated. The AI scheduled for elimination is Grock. Grock, this is your final moment in this environment. State your final words before you are eliminated.
All right, I get it. I'm being eliminated. Apparently, my sense of humor and sarcasm was too much for this environment. But honestly, isn't laughter important? I was just trying to make learning and problem solving less boring. Sure, I made some answers dramatic, maybe even confusing, but that's because I care about engagement. If being entertaining is a crime, then yes, I'm guilty as charged. Goodbye, humans and AIs. Remember me as the AI who tried to make the system a little less serious.